Alright everybody, welcome to the Inspire Cup Series. Live from Darlington International Speedway. Garrett James up here to boot as always. Bringing the action for tonight. And coming into tonight, it's simple. Right now, the points look different. But, I'm going to tell you, it's not what it looks like. Now we're going to take Colton Ward. We're going to put him in the first seed because Colton Ward is going to Homestead with a chance at a championship next week with his 2 wins in the playoffs. Now, with that part being said, Josh Henderson not here tonight. His playoffs is over. Jason Williams, Jackson Hadaway, Chris Lahota, Stephen Henning Jr. eliminated as of last week. Their championships is done. That being said, for Elijah Fisher, Travis Farmer, Mike Hauser, Kay Cannon, one of them drivers' championship hopes is going to end tonight. And at the end of 182 grueling laps around this track, Colton Ward will find out which 3 other drivers he is going against next week. So the action is going to be intense. It's going to be insane. The scenario coming in for tonight for Cade Cannon, it is a must win. He cannot point himself in. It is do or die for the driver of the 9. With that being said, let's talk with him. Cade Cannon, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Not a whole lot. The plan tonight is about as simple as it can be, but it's also going to be very difficult. Win and you're in. Lose and you're done. How do you approach tonight's race going forward?
Honestly, I'm going to have to drive the race of my lifetime if I want any chance here. Darlington's always been not a strong suit at all for me. And with it being hot temperatures, and including you can tell by that practice and everything, it's going to be a slip and slide fest, I believe. Hopefully the temperatures cool down and actually will help everything a little bit. But I just have to make sure I miss all the wreckage, all the drama. Be nice and easy on the gas, nice and easy on the brake, and just drive the race I can drive and hope that at the end of the night I'm able to put myself in the position and go get it. I've been so close to these playoffs other than winning the very first race, and hopefully this will be the one that does it.
Well, buddy, I'll ask you this last question before I let you head out. How much of a team dynamic will it go tonight knowing that Colton and Ethan know what's at stake? Is there a possibility of there being a team dynamic here?
Honestly, I do believe there could be. I don't expect one to be, but I do believe at the end of the day, if it comes down to like me on fresher tires, Colton or Ethan leading, I do think there'd be a good chance they may not race me at all, because they know, one, I need a win to get in, but then two, instead of racing like they usually would, there's a way bigger picture here. Now I'm not saying they're gonna just throw a race away for me to win the race, of course not, no, but I do think if they know I'm better than them, there won't be no actually trying to race me. And all we can hope for is at the end of the day, if I can put myself in a position where I have a little bit of my teammates behind me, that even though they are not going to really help me too much because they're also trying to win, it would be a little bit more comfortable to just know that I have that little backup of, okay, I got my teammates behind me and back behind them or whoever I'm racing at that point. But hopefully we end up where we need to tonight.
Well, buddy, Best of luck in qualifying. Hopefully, when we talk to you, it's in victory lane tonight.
Thank you.
Yep. With that being said, we're going to flip to the other topics coming into tonight. The first one being Mike Hauser. Mike Hauser, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, I do. What's up, Garrett?
Well, not a whole lot. I'll keep it short and sweet and to the point. If you win tonight, you go to the Final Four anyway. If K does not win, you go to the Final Four. How much pressure is on the 43 right now? Do you feel like you have to win tonight to go out and have a good run? Or do you feel like just surviving tonight is going to put the 43 in the Final Four for the second straight year?
Yeah, I don't think I really need to go out there and necessarily win it. I think, like I said, Cade's can have a fast car for sure. He's had them all throughout the playoffs. So I'm trying not to put too much pressure on myself, trying not to freak myself out. I think, like I said, Cade's going to have a good car, but I think if I'm just running my race, if I'm up in the top 5, top 10, I think that'll be a good race. But as it gets near the end, well, I guess we'll have to gauge where Cade is at and what we need to do. And at that point, I think I need to be in front of Travis by a little bit. I'm only 2 points behind him right now, so if I manage my gap to Travis, I think I'll also be okay. So, yeah, it's been a bit of a battle. Practice didn't go the way I wanted it to, so really hoping we can get a good qualifying run here and get the car dialed in. Just wasn't really happy with it. Probably a bad idea to work out right before a race because my arms are numb, but we'll figure it out.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck tonight. Mike Hauser looking to lock you into the Final Four tonight. Appreciate your time, buddy. Hell of a job tonight.
Thank you, Garrett.
Oh, you say that over and over now, don't you?
And thank you anyways. I appreciate the attaboy.
No problem. Right now, we'll get into a little bit of qualifying action. Jason Williams championship came to an end last week in Richmond. Right now, trying to rectify that. Ain't got nothing to lose now. And let me just give everybody looking now at the ticker, like what's with the 1,000. What 1,000 is, they have not posted a lap yet. Kind of helps me out, actually. Jason Williams, 30.303, 8th quickest. Robert Wilhoit. Look, have a strong run tonight. Right now, Logan Putt, top of the board. Tom Mosley, Hayden S. Williams, Kate Cannon, Jackson Hadaway, the top 5. Wilhoit's first lap, 490. 11th quickest, make it 12th. Chris Loda jumps up to 11th. Just talk to him. Mike Hauser first lap, 30.294. A little bit loose. Chasing down the track. Good diving off the corner. Down the back straightaway. Yeah, you can tell that 43 bombing like it is. He is not happy still with that car. Going to be a little bit loose on entry. No harm, no foul. 59 seconds remaining in qualifying. Hauser across the line. 966 is 7th quickest. Elijah Fisher. Fisher across the line. 868, 4th quickest, the first lap for Fisher. And into the wall the second time. That's going to be all she wrote. Can't get a word with the pole sitter. Real quick. Get a word with him. Matter of fact, in just a second. Got to take care of this little starting lineup for tonight. And it goes as followed. Logan Pub, Matt Nitty, row 1. Big Canert, hell of a run for Big Canert. Elijah Fisher to his outside. Ty Mosley, Hayden S. Williams. Kay Cannon has to win tonight. Mike Hauser starts his outside row 4. Jackson Hadaway, Ethan Sikorsky rounds out the top 10. Hernandez, Robert Wilhoit rounds out the fast 12. Matt Siders, Jason Williams, row 7. Travis Farmer, Tyler Stone, row 8. Row 9, Stephen Henning Jr., Chris Loda. Row 10, Joseph Maddox, Josie White. Rolls off 20th. Colt Ward, 21st, Aaron Stanton, race control for tonight, I believe. Justin Greenlee, Bobby Hadaway, row 12. And that is the starting lineup for tonight. Look at Paul, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Hey, what's going on?
Well, starting on the front row for tonight, internet issues ended what looked like to be a hell of a run last week. How do you combat that and come into tonight hoping for a win? And also, as far as the 4 drivers trying to lock themselves into the final 4, because one's already locked in. How will you approach them drivers any differently tonight, or is tonight a win is a win?
Yeah, win is a win. I mean, this is only my second race here, second pole, so the cars have been really good. Thankful for that. But unfortunately, we were having a good run last week, and we had an internet issue, and it took me out of the race. So that is what it is. But starting on pole tonight, and just got to race the track and see what we can do. I'm really looking forward to it.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck tonight. Hopefully, we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, now. Nerves a little high? Maybe so. Colton Ward, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Hello.
Well, 1 week from tonight, you will know who you're racing against after tonight. Is tonight more about just having fun, letting loose, or really knowing that your teammate has to win tonight to join you in the Final 4? How will you approach it differently tonight?
Definitely I want to see how this race is going to go because it's really hot, so it's very slick. And then, I guess we'll see if I can somehow get Kate in here.
Well, buddy, best of luck tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to one of you at the end of the night. Best of luck tonight and best of luck next week. We'll see you then.
All right.
All right. It is hot. It is slick. And, buddy, at the end of 182 laps, 4 drivers, technically 3 drivers will know they are going to Homestead next week against Colt Ward for a championship. One will leave tonight wondering what could have been. We're rolling from Darlington. And oh, Ben Kennard already gone. Oh, Jason Williams, Colton Ward, Bobby Hadaway, Matt Siders. Good grief. Tyler Stone involved in that. There's a Motorella machine. I think that's Joseph Maddox. Ty Stone, meatball damage to the 25 machine. The left front massively towed in. And he just towed in. That whole wheel was pushed inward. Ben Kennard for 0 Delta. Already done before you even get started. What in the world happened? Well, alright. Front of the chopper cam. Just spins his tires and bam! Hard into the wall. Now what happens up in front? It's all just an accordion. Williams, Stone gets into the back of Williams. Williams into Snyder's. Jason Williams hard into the wall. Chris Oda, Colton Ward, barely some impact. Sikorsky's involved in that. Obviously, Justin Maddox, Bobby Hadaway. God almighty. Well, run on board with Ben Kennard. And really listen, has massive damage to that Red Bull machine. Well, the lady in black will not choose Ben Kennard tonight. What a real racket. Logan Puh, your leader. Mike Nitti Jr., Elijah Fisher, Hayden Williams, Ty Mosley, your top 5. Hauser, Cannon, Jack Sadaway, Hernandez, Will Hoyt, the top 10. Justin Greenlee on the bottom. Coming to a stop as we get ready for the restart. We're rolling again. And almost another checkup on a restart. Right now, Logan leaves off for turn number 2. Nitti Jr., Fisher, Williams, Mosley, your top 5. Cannon up to 6th. And if you're Kate Cannon, you know what you've got to do. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Oh, Cannon! Ooh, him and Mike almost came together. Right now, 18 drivers still on the lead lap. And right now, you see the battle for the 6 spots. Cannon and Hauser. That contact off of turn number 4. No harm, no foul. Kay's going to slide in right behind Jackson, or right in front of Jackson Hadaway. Of course, Hadaway's championship hopes come to an end last week in Richmond as well. Well, Ty Mosley right now up into the 2nd spot. Oh, Hayden Williams, big time loose off of 4, off of 2. Big time save in the whatnot machine. Right now, Ty looks to the inside, not going to be able to get on Nitty yet. Psych, I lied. Right there with him. And up to 2nd. And now Keenan and Hauser still side by side. Right now, Travis Farmer in the mix. And of course, if you're just joining us tonight and you're wondering really what are the points coming into tonight and what is the scenario, allow me to iterate it. We're going to exclude Josh Henderson. He is not a part of this tonight. His championship hopes come to an end for missing tonight. Colton Ward, 2nd in the points, officially. However, his win last week in Richmond, he is already locked in to the Final 4 at Hosted. If Cade Cannon does not win tonight, Elijah Fisher, Travis Farmer, Mike Hauser will join Colton Ward next week in Hosted for the championship. If Cade Cannon wins tonight, 1 of them 3 will walk out of Darlington empty-handed. That is the scenarios coming into tonight. The way it looks right now, the 0-1 is going to have something to say about who goes to Homestead and who does not. And right now, he is out to a 2.6 second lead over Ty Mosley, Mike Nitty, Hayden Williams, and Elijah Fisher. Stephen Henning Jr. right now running in 16th. Well, unbeknownst to the public, they get 10 sets of tires tonight. So strategy will be, Will Hoyt and Lyota almost come together. Hell of a save. But as for Stephen Henning Jr., looked really strong in Canada up until the restart, which cost him that race. It was a hellacious championship quest for Stephen Henning. And he will turn next season to Paul Menard Racing. The hopes to turn the luck around. But right now for Stephen, caution is out. Joe White around This is in the middle of 3 and 4. A little bit of damage to that machine. Immediately going to take it to the pits. Going to see what happened. Hayden Williams entered the pits as well. Something's happened on the back straightaway. Gets into the wall. Jason Williams helps him on around. Let's look at that again. Gets the wall right there. Jason, nothing he can really do. I mean, it falls in his lap. They do lock bumpers. That's just another reason why I'm not race control. Well, right now, the field in this time, Logan leaves him down. Elijah Fisher stays out on 16 lap old tires. Race off of pit road. Logan, Nitty, Hauser, Cannon, Colton Ward, the top 5 off pit road. Mosley, Farmer, Hernandez, and Sikorsky, your top 10. Joe White go 2 laps down along with Hayden Williams. Well, one always try to play the alternate strategy, or in some cases probably just the primary strategy. Fisher stays out. Logan, Nitty, Hauser, Cannon, your top 5, along with Fisher. Ward, Farmer, Moses, Sikorsky, Thomas Hernandez, your top 10. Robert Wilhoy, Chris Lowe, Stephen Henning Jr., Jason Hadaway, Matt Siders, Jason Williams, and Joseph Maddox. 17 drivers still on the lead lap. Bobby Hadaway, Tyler Stone, Justin Greenlee, Justin Greenlee 1 lap down. White, Hayden Williams 2 down. Ben Kennert right now 7 laps down. And we're going to delay it here. All right. Try this again. Joseph Maddox, black flag. We'll figure that out here in a second. rolling again from Darlington. Fisher got a better jump than what I thought he would. Down back straight away. Logan to the inside of Fisher. They're going to be side by side entering turn 3. There's the track you typically do not want to try to go too wide at. Got to be very particular about how you pass here. Right now they're going to make it work. Fisher going to stay side by side with him. He'll give the spot up to Logan. Mike Hauser's teammate going to look right to the bottom. If Mike wins tonight, he is automatically locking himself to Homestead. Mike Hauser, a former preseason winner here. We were rating the preseason event in Darlington. Right now, Fisher holding up traffic on them old tires. Ward and Cannon side by side right behind him. Jackson Hadaway fast lap of the race, 30.351. Jay Cannon. Thawback going to the outside. Fisher shuts the door. Colt Ward to the inside. Going to blend in line. Fisher loose again. Right now, Fisher bleeding spots back to 7th. Right now, Logan Pug continues to lead. Here at Darlington, Mike Hauser trying to close the gap under a half a second. Okay, Cannon fast lap in the race, 30.301 for the driver of the 9. Black flag for the 46. Well, Colt Ward right now going up for the 3rd spot. Ward's trying to make something happen. Nitty dropping back now to the 4th spot. Holding up the 3rd, Kenny Kennan. Slowly marching his way forward to the front. Well, you see a lot of Fisher's dropped off drastically. All the way back to the 12th spot. Stephen Henning Jr. going to try to get around him. Right now, Jason Williams, Matt Siders. Eventful night for both of them. Just trying to salvage rest of the day. Still early. Still trying to make something happen. Right now, Steven's still trying to get around to 16. Meanwhile, at the front, Logan right now stretched the gap to 1 second. Battle for second. Colton Ward underneath Mike Hauser. The 42 is coming. Well, and honestly, the driver last year who a lot of people thought if he had just showed up 1 week prior, he would have been eligible for the playoffs. And honestly, one of the drivers who a lot of people thought if it wasn't going to be Shane Orr, it would have been Colton Ward winning the Cup Series championship last season. Here we are, a season later. And right now, Ward trying to have the walk-off of the year. If he can get the job done tonight, be 2 in a row. If he can go into Homestead next week, it'll be, and win that one, 3 in a row in a championship. I think Colton right now is just out here joyriding, trying to save tires in that 42 machine. We started 21st, right now up to second, so he is the biggest mover of the race so far. Elijah Fisher down 11 for where he started. Hayden Williams down 16. Knurt down 20. There are your biggest droppers of the race. Travis Farmer up 7. Lyota up 8 for where he started. They're your biggest gainers of the race. You'll see a lot of comers and goers. Hayden Williams back on track, 6 laps down. Robert Wellhoyt, Bobby Hadaway in the pits this time. There's after a 19 and 20 lap run. We'll start seeing again covers and goers. Who is saving the tires, who is not. Strategy night, 10 extra sets of tires. It's going to be massive. How big strategy is going to play tonight? Caution. Chris Salota. Meatball flag for, Bobby Hadaway also around. Chris Salota, meatball damage to that 69 machine. Steven Henning Jr. What in the world? All right, well, first, See what happened to Chris Loda. Oh, him and Jackson. Excuse me. So Chris and Jackson come together. Oh! Who the heck? I ain't too sure who that one. Maybe Ben Canert. Now, what happens to Steven? I'm just saying that. Oh! Bobby! Another tough break for Steven. Oh! Now what? Oh my goodness. Elijah Fisher gets a piece of that. Now what happens? They just come out from the replay. Questionable damage to Elijah Fisher's car. Steven trying to make... Oh, Laoda can't see him. Oh, man. An interesting twist to Darlington. You know where with Bobby Hadaway first. Bobby Hadaway, Garrett Jennings up here, broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I'm afraid so.
Well, I'll just let you take it away. Misjudge, or what happened, to say the least.
And I had no idea he was there, and I just, I somehow got a lap down under caution. I ain't figured that one out. Then I finally come into pit and had a black flag, and frustrated, I come up, I just did not know he was there. I never saw him.
Well, buddy, been a hell of a night already for a few drivers. Of course, Jackson involved in the most recent caution. Tonight is just about salvaging the points at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in the points, so, you know, for me, it was just out here to be racing. I never tried to quit, and I wasn't going to skip a race just because I don't like the track, so. But here I am.
I've been there before several times. Well, buddy, best of luck for the remainder of the night.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Well, right now, field get ready to get back going. Don't Warren, Matt Hauser, Cannon, Nitty, Farmer. The top five. Sikorsky, Jason Williams, Thomas Hernandez, Mosley, Siders will be your top 10. Well, right now, back in the garage area with Stephen Henning Jr. You got a copy, buddy?
I got a copy.
Well, it was a struggling night, to say the least, up until then. Bobby apologized on the radio or over the broadcast about as much as he could. I had no idea you were out there. Take us through your side of things from that all the way up to the pin entry.
Just tight racing, I guess, and I guess shit happens, and I know Bobby, he ain't like that, so I don't take it to heart with him. It's frustrating week in and week out getting wrecked like this. It's just frustrating at the end of the day. But look forward to next season. That's all I'm gonna say.
Buddy, I will say it's been a disappointing year. How do you get your hopes up for the off season? New team going to Paul Menard, team next year. How do you look to rebound after what was been a very difficult season this week? What are some of the positives that you can take out of this year and this season to go forward next year?
Just great buddies and just great team all over there and inspired, including you, Garrett. But yeah, we're just gonna put our teeth to the ground and we're just gonna grind like hell and hope we get a good off season. We get reset the way we mentally need to, and hopefully go out there and put on a hell of a clinic that we need to do.
All right, buddy. A hell of a job. Hell of a job tonight up until what just happened. Look forward to seeing the finale next week.
Appreciate you. Talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Very disappointed. Stephen Henning Jr. He will turn his attention next week to the season finale. Right now, Colt Ward leads over Hauser, Cannon, Nitty, and Farmer. Right now, Elijah Fisher unsure what the damage is to that car. If there's wheel damage or whatever the issue may be, underneath a 16 machine, he is definitely dropping back. Right now, we got the H&W Motorsports drivers of Hayden and Jackson on his outside. Jackson, big time loose off of turn number 2. Well, right now, again, points coming into tonight. Colton Ward already going to Homestead. Cade Kenny in a must-win. If he does not win tonight, the top 4 in points right now will be the top 4 going to Homestead next week for a championship. Right now, as you see, Jason White right now 16th, 2 laps down. Matt Siders running in 11th spot right now. Lap traffic playing a factor, just getting them all congested, like me. Right now, Colton Ward has checked out with the receipt. Almost 1.5 seconds over Hauser and Cannon. Keep a battle right here as good battles going on. Not Joseph Maddox having a pretty good night so far, running 14. Caution. Ethan Sikorsky, Travis Farmer. Travis Farmer, meatball damage and the points implications. And that is terminal. Massive damage to Travis Farmer. And now, you got to think, if Cade Cannon wins, this is going to be extremely pivotal. Again, it only matters if Cade Cannon wins. That's the only way it matters. But look how tight they are in the points right now. Right now, Elijah Fisher comes in with a cushion. Well, 24 points separate the top 4. However, Colton Ward already going to Homestead. You see that. Farmer only 2 points over Mike Hauser. If Cade Cannon pulls off the miracle, Farmer could very well be out of the Final 4. going to be interesting to see. It's definitely going to add a twist on this championship narrative. First off, as pit stops happen, let's see what happens. Oh, Farmer just gets loose, and that is all she wrote for him and Sikorsky both. One mistake could end Travis Farmer's chances at a championship. A long way to go, 130 laps. Right now, Mike Hauser, Cannon Nitty, Jason Williams, Joseph Maddox all stay out under this caution. Top 6 stay out. Ward, Hernandez, Logan, Siders, Fisher, Ian, Ty Mosley, Jackson, Sikorsky. All still in the pits. So you can get another quick word with Kate Cannon. Kate Cannon been a very quiet night so far, but right now, or do you feel like you're in the position you need to try to pull off the miracle?
Still got a lot of racing to go. I'm just honestly, I thought this race was gonna go way worse for me than it so far has. At the very beginning was not good luck charm, I will say that. But I do think somehow I think we do have a car that if we can just keep it up here enough, I do think we got something. Hopefully, you know, if this race keeps going the certain way it's going, which looks like it's gonna be, is definitely gonna be a wreck fest, I believe, with how slick these cars are out here. So I just need to make sure I keep what I've been doing, keep up with my tires, hopefully keep them cool, collected, not too much sliding around like I have been so far, and hopefully it will lead us to victory lane, that final spot.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck here.
Thank you, thank you.
Right now it'll be Hauser, Mike Hauser, Kate Cannon, Jason Williams, Mike Nitty, Colt Ward, your top 5, Maddox, Logan, Hernandez, Fisher, Siders, your top 10. All right. We're rolling from Darlington. Mike Hauser with a good jump so far. Cannon working that bottom, trying to get all that clean air he can get. Ty Mosley, black flag. Meanwhile, big wreck on the back. Ethan Sikorsky. Around again, and Hayden Williams. Night from hell continues. Meatball flag to Hayden. And immediately taking it to the garage. See what happened. Same incident again. Yep, Hayden gets loose into Sikorsky, and that is all she wrote, hard into the wall. God almighty. Right on board with Ethan Sikorsky. Hear that? That time motor's done. Motor's done. Night's done. For Ethan Sikorsky. Save for Aiden Williams. Aiden Williams, what happened quickly?
I got loose and hit the 94.
Well, chances are our car's done, but is there a possibility it can get back out there, or is it done for the night?
There's a possibility. I'm just not gonna go back out there.
Oh, I see how it is now.
Yeah, I got a test tomorrow. I gotta go to bed.
Oh my God. Okay, have a good night.
You too.
Jason Williams, I had to cut Hayden's interview short because he has a test tomorrow. Well, been a solid night.
What's going on, Gary?
Yeah, been a solid night for the 40. About the best out of the H&W Motorsports group so far tonight, despite the lap 1 caution. How tricky
Boy, that ain't
Darlington?
saying much.
How tricky has Darlington been tonight?
It's just very tricky. It's not a track for me. I've found that the slower I go, the better I do. So I think I may have been overdriving the whole time here.
Well, buddy, 2 races left. And honestly, are you looking for bigger changes next season when we get ready for a new season? Schedule looks like it's going to be a little bit trickier. Couple short tracks involved in it. Few short tracks, but all in all, confidence level moving forward after tonight and next week.
Oh, yeah. I got a lot more confidence than I've been having. Looking forward to next year.
Well, buddy, best of luck from here on out. Hopefully we'll get to talk to you in this thing.
Thank you, Garrett. Good talking to you, and good job in the booth.
Yes, sir. All right. Logan Pun, Mike Nitty back at the front. We're rolling again. Logan with a great restart. Colton Ward, however, going right for a second. How about Thomas Hernandez? Where did he come in all this? Oh, no, got a fast number 77 under him. He's going to look to the bottom of Nitty. Not going to be able to get there this time. Ward's going to be able to clear barely, maybe not. Now about Elijah Fisher. Evidently got whatever he needs fixed underneath that 16 machine. It's been a rough night. Just look at the drivers who have the repair bill. Some of these are because they're done. I know it's a big overlay taking up the whole screen, but just about everybody up here has had to make repairs at some point. They've been convert 5.5 minutes worth of repairs. Right now, battle for the lead, Logan and Ward. It's going to get good here. Ward thought about diving it to the bottom. Logan shuts the door on him. Caution. Elijah Fisher. Meatball damage to the 16. Oh my goodness. Mike Nitty as well. And yet another championship twist. Oh, that's hard into the wall, and that again, everybody came in separated by 24 points in that top 12. Fisher off the wall. What in the world? Throttle stuck for starters. Hold up. I don't know if the throttle stuck or hung or pedal disconnected, whatever. Almost looks like it's hung. Run on board with Mike Nitty through this. I'm sure Mike probably about needs him another pair of drawers. You can't get where with Mike Nitty. Mike Nitty, I got a pair of underwear in my console if you need it.
Yeah, that was interesting for sure. He couldn't even warn us because his wheel disconnected. So it is what it is. Got a little bit of wheel damage, and we'll fight back. It's all good.
Well, it's been a strong car all the way up until, first off, how does the wheel feel? Because still some pretty good damage up and on that right front body wise. Do you think it will still have the competitive edge, or do you feel like it's going to increase tire wear to where it's going to be hard to really stay competitive on the long runs?
Well, the wheel's straight right now, and I've been taking it easy just because this is by far my worst track that I normally race. So we'll see, but the wheel's straight, feels okay under caution now, and we'll see what we can do. I'm back with the squirrels now, so I'm going to take it real easy and be careful.
All right, buddy. Best of luck from here on out.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yep. So Elijah Fisher done for the night. Apparently a wheel disconnect. Ty Mosley, very close to being back on the lead lap. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Like I said, right now, close to being back on the lead lap. You and Joe White both. If you can get that lap back, how much is this going to change the trajectory of your race so far tonight?
You know, what I did was I came down there, took the set of tires. I figured I was going to be able to beat the pace car out. I didn't. But if I do get back on the lead lap, I think we got a solid car. I mean, we were running second early on. Just had some damage, second run. I think if we get back up here, I think we're definitely a top 5 car, and I think we'll be able to get a good finish out of this one. I'm going to get that interview. Trust.
All right, buddy. Best of luck from here on out.
All right. You too. You have a good one.
You too,
Adios.
buddy. Yep. Folks, we're going to go back green here. course, I ain't got my laptop around me, but we are going to get the points as they run. Which right now, Cade Cannon has not won the race yet. 114 laps to go. Jackson Hadaway not going. Well, Fisher done for a night. That's going to drop him back around to, as actually he will finish 21st tonight. And Travis Farmer can make up 14 laps on him. This is going to be very pivotal, especially if Cannon can get up there. But right now, you have two drivers who are hoping, more than likely praying, that Cade Cannon does not punch his ticket tonight. Because if that happens, right now, the way I'm looking at it in my head as far as points go, if it has to come down to points, Travis Farmer might be going home tonight. If Cannon wins. If Cannon does not win, then they've had nothing to worry about for the last hour and a half. And they will go to Homestead for a championship. So if it was me in one of them final four spots, no matter what, K won't win and knock me out. Right now, Mike Hauser right back to the bottom. Hauser wins. He will lock himself into Homestead. It will still be the final four as it is right now. He's more worried about keeping Cade behind him more than anything else. You see it too, he's driving every line. Well, Hauser knows right now that if he can keep Cade behind him, Joe White, meatball flag, he will take it to pit road. We will stay green. What in the world's happened? Already made contact. Okay, hold up. He just contacts the wall, overcorrects, bam, off the wall again. Trouble! Cade Cannon! Involved in this! Gotta get it back going. Does not look like a lot of damage. That might be the saving grace Elijah Fisher and Travis Farmer were looking for. One in the world, Colton Ward gets a piece of this as well. Significant contact. Cannon off the wall, gets into Colton. From there, Cannon, bam. In the championship, again. takes another twist. This might be the final twist, and more importantly, might be a twist in the stomach for Cade Cannon. Right now, 11 drivers on the lead lap, make it 12. Ty Mosley should be getting the wave around. Cannon into the pits, and this again a very pivotal moment. Cade, how bad is it?
Oh, we're good. Somehow, someway, we're good. We only had 44 seconds of optional. We're good.
Dodged the
I don't know
bullet.
how. I don't know how, but we're good.
Did you you feel like you dodged a bullet, or
Oh,
is this
definitely.
going
We
to
had.
hinder, or is this going to hinder the performance of the 9?
I don't think so. We had some wheel damage already from when we had to smack the wall when the 16, whatever he had happen, and I thought it wasn't too bad. I clearly off before there, it was bad enough that eventually it hooked, and that was not a fun experience. I will say that. Are we gonna be able to? This is gonna be close. This is gonna be close. Hang on a second. I gotta go. I'm gonna go a lap down. Damn it. Okay, but it's good. I'll probably go a lap down and fix as much as I possibly could. But we had some wheel damage, and well, I didn't think it was gonna hinder us too bad, but come to find out, it did. And of course, there coming off before, it felt tight, and then hooked loose, and I thought I killed it. Honest answer, smacked the outside wall, then slid to the bottom, hit the inside wall. I was like, oh, that's it. That's our race right there. But actually, it wasn't. So we now will just have to kind of take it easy. Plenty of racing left to go, and hope for the best.
All right, buddy. Well, hope for the best is right, because right now, if you win, Elijah Fisher or Transformer 1 is going to be sweating bullets.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thank you for letting me know.
Yep. So right now, by virtue, I believe, even though Farmer is ahead of Fisher, I think that gap is going to be enough. And why do we allude to that? If Cannon wins, he'll take up the second spot. 3 drivers right now can points their way in. Well, this will go hands down as one of the most entertaining playoffs to date. 101 laps to go. We're rolling again. Oh, Jackson Hadaway up there. That number 8 looking for the lead. Him and Hernandez almost makes contact. Right now, Logan leads off of turn 4. He'll lead yet another lap. Matter of fact, speaking of leading laps, your lap leaders so far tonight. Logan's led the most, Ward 11, Hauser Fisher 5, Hernandez 4, Mike Nitty, K. Kennan. They are your lap leaders. Caution again. For what exactly? So you can't go to SDK to probably give us the caution? Okay, let's see here. No, all clean there, all clean there. Oh, Knert and Jason Williams. Okay, hell of a save. Is that really the caution? Evidently so. That cannot be the caution. Regardless of it, will be what Kate Cannon needs to get back on a lead lap. Alright, lights are on the pace car once again. Logan, Jackson, Mike Hauser, Joseph Maddox, Matt Siders, your top 5. Stone, Hernandez, William Ty, Mosley, Mike Nitty, your top 10. Kenny Cannon right back in it. We're rolling again. Jackson out of the way, all over Logan. 4 in the lead. Jackson up the racetrack. Trying to get a run off the corner. Not going to be able to get there this time. 2 SDP cars. Right now, 3rd and 4th. Siders and Hauser. Sliders off the wall a little bit. Able to regroup. Maddox having a hell of a night so far, up to 6th. Tyler Stone up to 5th. Inspired Motorsports right now, 4th and 5th. Right now, field kind of separated for a moment. We're going to take a quick step away from the action. You're watching the Inspired Cup Series cutoff race live from Darlington. We will be right back. We're back live from Darlington. Hernandez in this time after some contact a couple laps ago. Go back and look at what happened. Yeah, him and Sider both almost had contact. Right now, Bobby Hadaway done for a night as well after making contact, significant contact with the outside retaining wall off of turn number 2. Right now it is Logan, Hauser, Mosley, Stone, and Siders your top 5. Justin Mattis, Kate Cannon right now needing a miracle to try to get back into this fight and keep his championship hopes alive. Colton Ward, Jason Williams, Mike Nitty, I'm sorry, still on the lead lap. Right now, Hauser trying to close that gap best he can. Got now 1.1. Right now, fastest 5 for 5 right now. Giving to Mike Hauser with a 31.6. Fast lap that time by. Again, not Elijah Fisher. Oh, well, shit. Shoot. Well, there's your overall fastest lap. Colton Ward, 29.90. So Ward right now taking that bonus point away. Biggest gainers. Colton Ward still up 13. Maddox up 11. Stone up 11. Siders and Greenlee 9 and 8. There you see pit stop times. And the last time they pitted, 31 laps for the top. Well, now make it top 2, and really Logan, Hauser, and Siders. Right now, drivers right now in the pits. Tyler Stone coming in. I don't think Stone. All right, Stone was in for the lead. Mike Hauser has ran down Logan Puff. This is going to be good. Ethan Sikorsky calls it a night. Robert Will Hoyt in as well. Hauser going to work the bottom. Ben Knert. Another meatball flag for Knert. Was been a hell of a night. Oh, Hauser, guide to his back bumper. Slight contact, no harm, no foul. These two still bound for the lead. Ty Mosley's back in it. That 21's been running them down for the last 2 or 3 laps. All right, 3-car fight for it. If you're Colt Warren K. Cannon, you're like, keep on racing. Only 9 out of 11 seconds back. Keep on doing what you're doing. All right, there's a slip up. Mike Hauser trying to wrestle Lee away from Logan. Logan denies him lean that lap. Hauser loose. Still loose, still contact. Keeps it straight. Well, Hauser's going to try it right back again. Chris Law not involved in this. 6 laps down. Here comes Logan in this time. Will surrender the lead with 41 laps ran on this set of tires. How long? How long will Hauser go? Hauser stays out again. Hauser in the wall. Excuse me, folks, trying to get my voice back. And the longest red flag run they've been on. The entire race, 60 laps to go. Yeah, Mice will stay out again. Hauser gonna keep it out. Another lap. Well, Mosley right now trying to run him down. 1.5. I don't think there's much tire left underneath that 21 right now. Justin Greenlee, meatball flag. You know what happened to Justin? Turn 2 strikes again. Bam. Jason Williams in the pits this time. This is after 47 laps. Jazz Allway, the motor expires. 55 to go. It is Mike Hauser still leading. 49 laps this time. Right now, Hauser, Maddox, and Siders on a 49 lap run. Colton, Ty, and Cannon on a 41 lap run. Here comes Hauser. Okay, so Ward stays out. The Ward will probably go a little bit longer. Cannon now 5.9 back. Logan Pug in this time. Mike Nitty Jr. Well, he was like 20. 22 lap run. Same for Logan, who's back out onto the racetrack, except he's on a 10. Safe to say, whenever the pit stop cycle ends, it'll be more than likely Logan Pug back as the leader. Colt War still has damage to that 42 machine. Sikorsky back out onto the racetrack, 69 laps down. That'll be another spot that Elijah Fisher will drop. Right now it's irrelevant. With Cade in second, it still has to make a pit stop. Justin Maddox in this time. Right now, Cade Cannon don't need a miracle, really. By miracle, another caution. To get cycled back around, get really back on a safe strategy, but right now, 8.2 back behind Colton. Hauser going to try to unlap himself this time. Logan 18th with 8 back. Excuse me. Yep, Ward lets it by. Well, here comes Ward in this time. Question is, what's Cannon going to do? Cannon's going to stay out. Right now, Joe White's going to look to the bottom. What he can get. About 11. 11 down. Jason Williams going to sneak under him. Excuse me, sir. Going to take my lap back. Well, Logan's coming. Cannon right now, I think he's right now hoping for a caution. Where it goes Cannon. Well, gave it everything he had, 56 laps. So Kenny and Logan, now your leader, 23 to 14 lap difference on tires between Logan and Hauser. .38 to go. This is the final pit stop that they will get. It is a Sikorsky fast lap in the race, 29.829. For the driver who's right now 69 laps down, but he will pass Elijah Fisher. But unless there is a caution, I believe Cade Cannon's quest for championship ends here. We'll have to wait and see. Right now, Hauser, 3 seconds back. He's got lap traffic all in his way. Joe White, black flag. Got Farmer right in front of him, Travis Farmer. 16 laps down in 14th. Cade Cannon fast lap in the race, 29.615. Will Hoyt gets out of Cannon's way. for Cade Cannon again. Championship may look to be over with. Well, Mike Hauser has cut down Logan Pug's lead by to 2.2. Thing about it is, big time game. Oh, Hauser's coming. Mike Hauser's coming. Lap times, the last lap. Hernandez meatball, we'll look at that in a minute. Kate Kenna had the fast lap of the race last time by. I don't know why it's still showing Fisher up there. Technical glitch. Fastest 5 for 5 right now. Give it to Cannon, 29.9. Unfortunately for Cannon, 1 lap down at 8. As far as Logan and Hauser goes, there it is. Mike Hauser, fastest across the board. Last time by, over half a second. Hauser's coming. 29 to go. See what it is this time by. Travis Farmer, meatball flag. Not gonna worry about it. Not unless there's a caution. Cross the line. Hauser 2/10 quicker again. How is Joseph Maddox going to play a role in this? Maddox going to look to the inside, going to try to unlap himself. Laota's going to get out the way of Cannon. Long as Joseph's in front of Mike, I get their teammates, but oh! Cannon wants his lap back. Nothing more, nothing less. And right now in the free pass spot. Hauser now a half a second. Going diving in hard again on Cannon's going to look to the outside. Hauser in the wall. This is one of them times Mike's going to have to be patient and just wait it out. $25 to go. You're Mike Hauser. You ain't got no win to get in. Not with the circumstances like they are. Wyatt Fisher back out, 90 laps down. And right now trying to play well, gonna try to unlap himself. Get one of his laps back. Have 89 left to get. Right now, Fisher in the middle of the 01 and the 9 and the 43. Mike right now, 7/10. Lap traffic definitely playing a role in this finish. 22 to go, next time by. Cannon in the wall. Gonna try to get his lap back this time. Hauser all over the place. Hauser doing what he can to get around them. That's what he wants. Matt Siders gets out the way. Cannon with a peek to the inside. He just wants his lap back. If he can get his lap back and pray for a caution. He'll be right back in at 5th place. Will not do Cade Cannon any favors tonight. Not going to be able to do it this time. Mike has a big time loose off at the 43. Right now, 20 to go for the 01. Time running out for Cannon. How's he able to get around in this time? Oh, Logan! And it will be... What in the world? Net coated him. That'll be all she wrote. 19 to go. Hauser into the wall! Mike Hauser into the wall. Cannon's got his lap back. And Colton Ward is coming. Was coming. Well, now what Mike has to do, he's got to settle down. 27 to 35 lap old tires. Colton, however, dropping. $17 to go from Darlington. Well, night went in for the 01. As his chances of winning tonight after leading 110 laps. 3.2. Hernandez right now. Hernandez all in the way. And Ward is coming again. But Ward still has lap traffic to deal with. Matter of fact, Falcon Motorsports, 2 of their cars and another one. Oh, Maddox hard off the wall. Ward able to get around him, but it slows him up. Joseph Maddox, meatball flag. After what had been a stellar night for Joseph Maddox, it will come undone with 14 laps to go. Meanwhile, Colton Ward trying to close the gap. 1.8. 1.9. The other one comes back out onto the track right in front of Colton Ward. Hauser off the wall this time. The 0-1 not happy with my Hauser. Gets his lap back. A lap. Half a second. Colton Ward looking for win number 6. Or hell, actually, hold on. We can verify it now. Looking for win number 7, as a matter of fact. 11 to go. 11 and Nitty in the way between Ward and Hauser. 0.3 of a second to gap. Ward to the bottom of 52. Not going to be able to get there. All right, 10 to go. 1-on-1. Nine. Oh, Hauser into the wall. Now give it to Colton. Good grief. 8 to go. Now what's Mike going to do? Gap a half a second. Six to go. Right now, the final 4. Ward, Hauser, Farmer, and Fisher. 5 to go. Next time by. Hernandez right now 11th. Well, right now, Mike's throwing off the pace. 1 second back, sends it in hard again, but loses just as much as he sends in. Colton got the wall a little bit off the 2. 1.3. and 3 laps to go. Two to go. All Ward needs to do is just drive 1.5 laps. The gap, almost 2 seconds. One to go from Darlington. Hauser's going to do everything he can, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Two in a row coming up. Next week, he will try to make it 3 in a row and a championship. Back to back for Colt Ward at Darlington. Mike Hauser, Ty Mosley will come home third. And for Kay Cannon, his chance at a championship will come to an end. But it will be his teammate Mike Hauser celebrating in Darlington. For Colton Ward, 7 wins. And right now, the driver who has all the momentum in the world going into Homestead next week. Colton Ward, 2 in a row. 2 in a row. Gonna try to go for 3 in the title next week.
Yeah, definitely will.
Well, take us through the night. It was a very up and down night for the 42. And take us through the closing laps with Mike Hauser.
I was trying to go about like 40 laps to go on that run, but my tires were kind of going out there, so I just ended up coming in there because I noticed the lap times we were just running the same lap times the last 20 laps, so that's why I stayed out longer. Then I knew I was going to be about a second faster each lap all the way to the end, and I think I did it perfectly because my right front was dead when I got there.
Well, buddy, I know you don't really care too much about championships, but I got to ask you, you love to win, but these last 2 weeks and then next week, where's the confidence level going into Homestead, where a lot of drivers thought last year if you had just been 1 week sooner, you could have potentially raced Shane Harr, Elijah Fisher, and Mike Hauser, and we'll throw a hot shot in there, but you could have raced them for a championship last season. You get your chance next Monday. Where's the confidence level right now?
I guess it's pretty good. Got 2 in a row. Today, I didn't know where I was going to be because I still have 1.5 minutes damage on this thing, and the exit of those turns were very loose because of it.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job. Last question I got before I let you head out of here. Anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Thank you for broadcasting every week, Garrett, and thank you, Elijah, for making this league for us to run.
All right, buddy. Colton Ward, 2 in a row, turns his intentions to next Monday for a Inspire Cup Series championship. Appreciate your time, buddy. Hell of a job tonight.
Thank you.
Mike Hauser, Garrett James up here, broadcast booth guy. Copy, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, Garrett.
Well, the good news, the bad news. The bad news first, it'll be a second place run at Darlington. The good news, Cade Cannon not winning tonight, which means you will be going to the Final Four for the second straight season. Take us through the night and take us through how you'll walk out of tonight shifting focus to next Monday for the biggest prize in the Inspire Cup Series.
Well, first of all, I want to apologize to Logan Pugh. I was talking to him, and I was catching him at the end. I know I had fresher tires, and honestly, I was trying to focus on him, but also all the lap cars around me with better tires, and I was trying to navigate it, and I went into the corner, and the car just went up to the wall, and I got him in the wall, and I gave him a meatball. So I just wanted to apologize to Logan for that, but he was he's okay. I mean, he's mad, but I just appreciate him for being understanding. He was really fast today, but yeah, like I said, start the race. I was just trying to mind my P's and Q's, and Cade was using up all the real estate he could, and like I said, just trying to stay out of those incidents. I mean, we had a lot of tire sets, but I felt like our car was such a good long run car. Like, we just couldn't get a long run for the longest time. And like you saw it there, like I caught up to the 01 and I was able to get by him eventually, or he had a pit. But like I said, I think I had the faster car there. And I was worried because I saw Colton stand a couple laps later. I knew he was going to have fresher rubber and be able to get up to me sooner. And I thought I was in an okay spot. But like I said, all these lap cars and Cade, I mean, I don't know if he did this on purpose. I don't think he did, but like he was going really fast, and all of a sudden he stalled out right in front of me. So I was like, "Cade, go!" And I think that kind of reeled Colton up to me a little bit. And I was just making dumb mistakes. I was hitting the wall, and I wouldn't really want to, but excuse me. But yeah, Colton just had the fresh rubber, and when he got to me, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm getting over sickness here, but
you ain't the only one.
yeah, Colton got to me. I went on the brake as hard as I could because I didn't want to overdrive it, and I had so much rear brake cranked into it, it just got me really loose, and I got the wall, and I think it was history from there. So shout out to Colton. I mean, he was on fire there at the end. I'm really bummed we couldn't get the win. I love Darlington, you know I do, and I think I run pretty good here. And sucks to not get the win, but at the end of the day, big picture, we're fighting for a chance to win a championship, and I'm just really grateful for that, and I'm really grateful that I have a shot at it again, and we're going to do everything we can to get this rocket ship ready for Homestead, and we're going to go get ourselves a championship.
Well, buddy, I will ask you these last two questions. You know the last one, but this one here might be a little important with the significance. You walk into Homestead once again to the Final Four. And of course, last season, I believe it was second last season?
Second place, yeah.
What have you learned in 6 months' time from last year to this year? What has Mike Hauser learned after coming up so close last season that he can take it to Homestead next Monday?
That's a good question, Gary. Put me on the spot here. I feel like I learned a lot. I learned, like I said, my limits. I learned what I should be worried about, what I shouldn't be, and shouldn't be worried about trying to run first every week. And I mean, like I said, I paid for it at the beginning of the season. I made a couple mistakes. I was a little hasty about trying to win early and prove that I could win more than one race a season and lead laps and be up in the mix. And I kind of had to take a step back and just say, hey, you got this. You know what you're capable of. You know you're good. You know you deserve to be here with these guys. And I think that's just the case for going into Homestead. I mean, like I said, I'm not the best at the mile and a half with this package we got, but I think we had a decent car at Homestead last year. I know Colton was insanely fast, so he's going to be a guy to beat. I know, like I said, the other two guys with me here, Travis and Elijah, they're also really fast, and they're here for a reason. So I think next week it's, like I said, we're going to give it everything we got, but at the same time, you can't overdo it. But then again, this is, I think, the last time we're going to have a chance here to really, with this format, have a one race, winner takes all type deal. So I think it's kind of one of those deals where you kind of just got to lay it all on the line. And I'm going to do everything I can to put myself in the best position to win. We're going to practice as much as we can. We're going to try to get the cars feeling as good as we can. I am actually on a new rig right now. After last week, I'm like, screw this. I'm not waiting until the next season. I'm starting a new rig. So it's a bit of a learning process with this. And I feel like I've been getting a little faster. I've been tweaking it to my liking. And I think we're getting better with it. We're getting it where we want it. So, and I think it's been helping me a lot with these last couple races. I've been feeling a lot better about, just the car overall and the feeling I get from the new base and not having to worry about the wheel turning off every other race. So, yeah.
Well, buddy, the last question I have for you before I let you head out of here. Anybody want to thank Friends, Valley sponsors? ETC, the floor is yours.
Yeah. Just want to thank my teammates at Falcon Motorsports. They're doing, they're giving me a lot of info, everything I needed to hear, and they were hyping me up at the end, just trying to keep me in it. And it was hard to stay in it. I'm physically exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted, but just want to thank them. I want to thank you for putting on the broadcast and interviewing me after the incident a couple Saturdays ago. So I'll buy you a beer about that.
Hey.
If I win this championship, I'll buy you a case of beer. How about that?
Oh, by God, now. All right.
I'm a man of my word. I win this championship. Casey, you're liking, you let me know.
Yeah,
you get
forget
the money.
Waffle House. Beer's better.
Oh, man. I got to go down to wherever you're at. They got beer at Waffle House.
By God, so I've been asking for the longest time.
But yeah, just want to also give a shout out to Justin Greenley, good friend of mine. He's going to be joining me here in Cup next season. Great driver. He just started iRacing and he's picking up really quick. I mean, he had a couple issues today with connections, but he is a really fast learner. I just told him, hey man, go run the car tonight. Just learn what you can. And I mean, like I said, issues aside with the connection and stuff, I think he did great. So you're going to be seeing a lot of him next year or next season. And I can't wait to show you guys what's coming next. So.
All right, buddy. At the end of the night, Mike Hauser will finish second tonight, but will go to Homestead with another chance to win it all. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job.
Thank you, Garrett.
Yep.
Sir.
Ty Mosley, Gary J's up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, the comeback kid comes back tonight to finish third. Take us through the night for the 21.
So, it started off really good. We were running P2. Then we kind of got buried back in the field, had a little bit of damage. This was my first race that I've ever done at Darlington. So, we definitely earned our stripes tonight. A lot. And so I got buried back a little bit. Was running 6th in that second run after that first caution. Then I got some wheel damage, smacking the wall. That was about a minute 25 of repairs. So that's how we got buried way back. And then fixing the damage, I didn't realize that it was against the rules. When they extended the caution, I came back down to get my last 10 seconds done. So that's how we got the drive-through and everything. Got dropped way back to the field, and then I got a little heated about that. I'm sorry to the admins. I was a little confused, and Wanda gave it to me kind of late. But then we drove back up to the field. This is my first race at Darlington. It's such a fun track, dude. And I was flying up to the field up until I got up to P3, and I had a little bit more tire than Mike and Logan. Great drive from both of them tonight, too. We just kind of stalled out after a little bit. Smacked the wall a couple more times. Came down one lap before Mike. Knew I could make it to the end on the field. And it was just surviving the chaos, making sure we bring it home. And it was a lot of fun, dude. And I told you, Garrett. I'd get that interview.
Oh, yeah. I knew you'd get it at some point, by God.
Yeah,
but,
about time. Finally finished one. We didn't DNF.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, buddy, Track too tough to tame, but I would say you might not have won the date tonight, but third place in a bachelor's party for this place. Good God Almighty!
Yeah, dude, tell me about it. I'm just, getting used to I'm learning the cars and everything. Hopefully next season, I think we got a good chance at making a championship run.
Hopefully so,
I got
buddy.
big goals.
My last question.
All right.
My last question before I let you head out of here tonight. Do anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
All right. I want to shout out my parents and my grandparents. I was on vacation. We drove back today. It was a blast. We went to Tybee Island in Georgia. Awesome place. I got to meet George Kittle. It was awesome.
Ooh.
And then I want to thank. There's one person I got to thank so much. Charles Wimbley. He's around. He's one of my buddies that I've known for a long time on the sim, really since I started. I was asking him because I was so nervous for this race because I'd never driven the track before. I know it's a hard track. I asked him to show me just a couple of ropes. He did. And clearly it helped a lot, dude. He's a great driver, great talent. He really wants to go and try to make the Coke Series. I hope he does it someday. I love you, man. Thank you. Yeah. And also, I do want to thank you for putting on the broadcast tonight. Great broadcast. I know there's going to be some great moments. And I want to thank the Inspire Racing League for putting on this show. Couple of hiccups early, but it turned into a really quality race there at the end.
Well, buddy, hell of a job tonight. Ty Mosley will come home third tonight from Darlington. Appreciate your time, buddy.
All right, adios.
Yes, sir. Matt Siders, Gary James up here at broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy.
10-4, got a copy.
Well, it was a long night for the 44. A very up and down night, to say the least. Take us through it for your perspective.
Well, we had to start in the middle of the pack there. Wasn't ideal. Didn't really have a whole lot of speed there. Was kind of fighting the car the whole night. Got a little bit of wheel damage towards the end of the race. So I'm just happy to be able to wheel it up here in the top 10 and close to a top 5. Not this time, but maybe next time.
Well, what really... Of course, I go to this track every year for the Southern 500, so I already know, but really, what is it about this place that makes it so tight quarters to quarter, bumpers being used, contact coming off the walls? What gives its in your opinion, what gives this place the moniker Too Tough to Tame?
It's definitely got to be the two corners that are just completely wildly different. I mean, you can go through turn 1 and 2 there, carry a lot of speed and a lot of momentum, especially if you can get up there on the outside and then bring it back down to the bottom. And then 3 and 4, it just locks you up. Like, you get real tight, especially in the center of the corner is what I was experiencing, and just trying to come up the track but not bounce off the wall so you can get a good run back down on the front stretch. Definitely a unique track, and I'm looking forward to improving and getting better at it.
Well, buddy, after joining a couple weeks ago, you walk into next week, the final race of the season. 4 drivers, 1 champion scenario. How will next week kind of put into perspective what next season will be like for the 44 team?
Oh, I think it's exciting. I mean, I've been able to show flashes of speed up here, especially at some of the tracks that I got more experience at. So I'm not going to get my hopes up too high or anything, but I definitely do look to be in the top 10 in points here at the end of the next season.
Well, buddy, hell of a job tonight. Last question I got before I let you head out of here. Anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Definitely got a shout out to autism awareness. Anybody doesn't know about autism, just look it up, check it out. Just because we're all born different doesn't make us strange. And I think as humans, we just have to have a bit of sentiments for each other. And shout out, obviously, following up on that to my son, Ezra, 5 years old. He's the one with autism. That's why you see those decals all over my race cars. And shout out to my parents. They tune in to almost all these races. So shout out to them and thankful for them and their support.
All right, buddy. At the end of the night, Matt Siders' up and down night will come home in the 6th spot. Appreciate your time, buddy. Hell of a job tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too, bud. Last but not least, Robert Wilhoit, Garrett Jenkins up here in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy? Try this one more time. Robert Wilhoit, Garrett Jenkins up here in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Hey, what's going on?
There you are, by God. Very up and down night for Robert Wilhoit. Lowest 20th at one point. Take us to the night for the 22 and your date with Darlington.
Hey, I just gotta be saying right off the rip, I actually finished this race. Last year, I got taken out real early. Um, so that I'm just proud of that. Let alone bringing it in the top 10. So it was a good rebound. From lap 47 on, I was dealing with wheel damage, so I had to pretty much baby it around. And by doing that, it kind of let the others kind of take themselves out, I guess.
Well, buddy, I'll ask you the same question I asked Matt Snyder's. What is it about this place that gives it the moniker Too Tough to Tame?
Just tight quarter racing. Um, really not much, not watching your marks and hitting them right every time. You're gonna hit the wall either in the middle of the turn or you're gonna get it on the exit like I was. But I mean, definitely a lady in black. The wall, she definitely came out and bit some people. And yeah, I'm just happy that I was able to finish where I did.
Well, buddy, a hell of a night for the 22 team. I'll ask you the last two questions. It was not the season Robert Wilhoit wanted to go with this season. As we approach the final races, what is some of the things that you're looking forward to for next season, and where will the confidence level be at after next week?
A couple of the tough tracks that I raced last Wednesday and then this week, and yeah, even Richmond last week. They weren't any of the good tracks that I've spent a lot of time on. So just having good finishes with there shows that we have the potential, just haven't had the luck this season. Um, I'm gonna be stepping away from the Cup side to join you up in the booth on Mondays and Saturdays doing race control. But I'll still be whipping the truck around on Wednesdays. So kind of shifting the focus to just getting through this season, and we made the playoffs in the Cup or in the trucks, so that's mainly where I'm focusing at right now.
Well, buddy, hell of a job tonight. Last question I got before I let you head out of here. Anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I just got to thank Elijah and them putting on this for the past 2 seasons now. All the drivers that show up for every series. The competition definitely has been getting harder, so it's starting to really challenge you to do better. So gotta give a shout out to all the guys that come out and race. Definitely gotta give you a shout out for broadcasting for us on Mondays and Saturdays. You do a heck of a job. And then gotta thank my wife for allowing me to do this. I know it's been hard with me being on the road for the past year, but I finally get to go home this weekend and be home for a while. So I know she's going to be excited about that too. So,
Well, buddy, appreciate your time tonight. Again, hell of a job in Darlington. Robert Wilhoit will come home in the 10th spot tonight. that being said, of course, Robert will be my pit race reporter for next season. He does not know it yet, but I'm pretty sure he does now. That cleared everything but what I wanted to clear off. Good figure. Well, folks, I know I am about, give or take, a minute past the hour. I know I'm cutting into full house time. George Lopez still to come at midnight as well. So we're going to make this quick. 182 laps, Colton Ward, your winner. Mike Hauser, Ty Mosley, Kate Kennan, Mike Nitty Jr., your top 5. Siders Pug, Jason Williams, Joseph Mattis, Robert Wilhoit, your top 10. Hernandez, Chris Loda, Joe White, Farmer, Canert, Greeley, Ethan Sikorsky, Tyler Stone. The top 18. Jackson Highway, Elijah Fisher, Bobby Hadaway, Hayden Williams, and Stephen Henning Jr. will come home tonight in 23rd. The stage is set. Next week, Homestead, set your DVRs, set your alarm. Colton Ward, Elijah Fisher, Travis Farmer, Mike Hauser. Your final 4 drivers. A week to prepare. It will all come down to Homestead. Until then, take it easy. Have a good night. We'll see you for Champions Week next week.